Where there's selections, and this time we're going to choose a cat that has lots of fine, if I can get it to zoom in, has a lot of fine fur. He has whiskers all over the place. But before we make our selection, let's go ahead and make a new layer. We're going to fill layer and go down to the fill adjustment layer, solid color, and we're going to choose black. Press OK. I'm going to put the black underneath the cat. I'm going to zoom out using my quick keys, Command minus sign, Command plus, and I'm going to use my selection tool. I can use the selection brush. Let's try it this time. Object selection is what I was wanting to do. Command D to deselect that area. Select subject. And it's a pretty good selection. It missed all the hair, and it also made a hole in between his legs. So I'm going to use my lasso tool, or quick key L as in lavender. Oops, Command Z. Let's do this again. Let me zoom out. Make my selection. Select object, and I'm going to zoom in. Using my magic lasso tool, or quick key L as in lavender, holding down the shift key, I'm going to select that area, and now there's no more hole in the middle of the cat. Then I'm going to do Command minus sign or Command 0 to see all of my image. Then I am going to select the layer 0 where the cat is located, select and mask. I'm going to choose object selection, object aware, view onion skin, and I'm going to zoom in so I can you can see what happens when I choose refine hairs. Now all of a sudden we have a lot of that hair that was there we couldn't get in our first selection. If I pull down, or if I slide the transparency bar, you can see that I have things that are not selected. Like if he's missing parts of his whisker, those two little hairs on top of his head. Then we're going to choose the second brush on the bottom. I believe it's called Refine. I'm trying to hover over it to get the title. I like to call it Refine Hair, but it's not. I know it's not that, but it's close enough. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and scroll on the areas that we know are missing. Oops, I didn't want to do that one. And pick up his whiskers. And I can pull the slider bar so I can see what I have and what I need to do. So I'm going to pull down, scroll a little bit more, get these whiskers, pull back the transparency bar. Let's look at the right side, pull the transparency again. So you can see I'm missing that big whisker there. And I'm just going to scroll right on top of it. And there's that. Command 0 to see the whole thing. And then I'm going to do is move along the edge to pick up the edges of the fine hairs of the cat. So we'll have that area. Maybe a little bit of his tail, although that's in soft focus, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do that antenna again. Looks like I can't get it. Then I can play with smart edges if you like. See if that does anything for you. It looks like it does grow the selection a bit. So yeah, Here's without it. And then here's when I refine the edges. So that really helped. Let's click on decontaminate colors. Okay, it added a little bit more. And then I choose new layer with layer mask. I press OK. So now here is, I'm going to pull this other layer down there. Here's what we have. Here's our cat. And here is with our black background. I'm going to select I'm going to change our background to a light color, light pink. And I'm looking for holes in the cat. I'm going to select my mask, hold down the Option key or Alt, and it looks okay. When I did this earlier, there were holes. Oh yeah, there was one right there. So using my brush tool, let me get rid of the so we can see it. It's super faint. Let's change this color a little bit. Not the same color of the cat. Let's try some blue. Okay. Okay. And let's select our mask. And we're going to brush over it using the white. Actually, let's Command Z to undo that. And let's just do the black. So I always get them invert. I always get confused, but part of my dyslexia is black reveals and white conceals. So that is important to remember. So using the black brush, I'm going to clean this area up. Oh man, look how nice that is now. Because it was pretty nasty. And then I'm going to switch back to white. And I'm using these black and white tool palettes down at the bottom. And you can see I got that nice little hairs. And you can see here is really sloppy. So I'm going to go back, holding down the Option key, select my mask, and switch back to black to conceal. And let's bring back, let's get rid of all those extra areas. And you can see right there. Just kind of cleaning up those whiskers. And back to white. I want to bring back, I lost the edge of his whiskers. Hope I just seems to be deleting it back, making it worse. Okay, using the white. And the more I do that, the worse it's getting. Let's take a look to see what it looks like. Yeah, I erased his whiskers. But you guys get the gist of it. Let's go back, let's fix it. You can see right there he has a big giant hole. right there. And it just looks like it just doesn't want, there's something holding it back. So boy, did I mess that up. Let's see, everywhere else. Let's change it back to black. It'll hide our mistakes. Zoom out a little bit more. So remember to save your file as a JPEG to submit in Canvas in the discussion. So I go File, Save as a Copy. And then you're going to choose JPEG, not JPEG 2000, but just JPEG. Delete the word copy, and it'll automatically save. It'll actually type in JPG. All right, I look forward to seeing your cats. And if you want to choose another cat, I have a variety of them for you on the module.